Hey Virgo. So we're burning sage for your reading. I just know that there are going to be some people that are really not happy that you're getting your reading before theirs. So we're just going to sage and bring a little bit of zen and calm to the beginning of your reading. November, I'm using the word interesting. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be bad. I am not going to brainwash you into thinking that you cannot sign contracts, that everything in your existence is going to fail, all technology, everything. I'm not going to do that. We're not going to talk about that because Mercury retrograde is not a time to get scared. It's a time to reassess things. And for those who are ruled by Mercury, Geminis and Virgos, or if you have heavy Mercury ruling in your chart, in your birth chart, we actually become very intuitive during Mercury retrograde. And so that's what I want you to hold on to. I want you to start thinking of Mercury retrogrades as a positive thing for you, and that when things go awry or things don't happen the way that you want them to happen during Mercury retrograde, it was meant to be. Because your intuition is so strong, you already knew that it wasn't going to happen to begin with. Okay? And if your intuition is not where you would like it to be, join us for our meditation and Reiki healing circles. Tonight, we're actually doing the new moon in Scorpio ritual tonight. But next Sunday and every Sunday, or full moon or new moon, we do full moon and new moon rituals. And then in between weeks, we do them on Sundays. We'll be strengthening our intuition. So check that out on my website if you're interested. I'm also hosting one more self-alignment workshop for the year. And I've already done it twice this year, and it was amazing. So I'm going to host it during Mercury retrograde to prove to everybody that you don't have to be so scared. So scared. That's on November 10th. Please join me. I'm trying to teach everybody how to be a master manifester and to just feel good in life. Let's feel good again. So I am wearing my Mercury retrograde sweatshirt. It's new. I don't know the designer, but I got it at Nordstrom Rack. So, because I know somebody will ask. But it's really cool. It shows you the progression of Mercury retrograde. Okay. So, yeah. Things are definitely changing. I'm really glad I kept going and I didn't show you what came out, because I'm like, the top 3 cards. So, dealing with a fire sign. King of Wands, the 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Pentacles. If you're not dealing with a fire sign, you're dealing with somebody who is very confident about themselves and confident about the path that they're on. Also, I feel like this person has made you, and I'm not even going to say that. No, because nobody can make us feel any particular way. But I feel like this person has disappointed you. They have brought some kind of disappointment into your life. And it's led you to allow yourself to think that you're lacking in some way. Maybe this is a person, it could be from your past, because the 5 of Cups is about focusing on the wrong thing. Like, we want to try and focus on the right direction and not the wrong direction. And this guy's focused on, in the 5 of Cups, this guy's focused on what he's lost and not what he's still holding on to. If he doesn't focus on what he's holding on to, he's going to drop those 2 and lose even more. Do I need to say it again? If he doesn't focus on what he's currently holding on to or what he needs to be focusing on, he's going to drop those and lose even more than what he lost before. You see? And then the 5 of Pentacles. And the state of mind that you've allowed this person to get yourself in You've allowed this person to, yes, I'm like, did I say that right? Is deterring you from what's actually in front of you. And what is actually in front of you is a huge, this had to happen in order for the 10 of Cups to show up into your life. The sadness, the disappointment, the having to let go had to happen in order to bring a change and a shift into your life. If you are a cross watcher and you're the fire sign and the Virgo did you wrong, this reading is not for you. Or maybe it is for you and it's not for the Virgo that you're cross watching for. I don't read for cross watchers because I'm not going to be like, man, they did you wrong. If they did you wrong, I don't need to hear about it. I'm sorry that a Virgo did you wrong and is putting a bad name for all of us, making a bad name for all of us. And then the 6 of Pentacles is going to ask you where you're placing your energy. Are you giving your energy to people, places, and things that are giving back to you? Or are you giving your energy to people, places, and things that aren't serving you anymore? Are you focusing on the 5 of Cups, or are you focusing on the 10 of Cups, which could be your future? Right? So that Wheel of Fortune is very, very telling because you can shift the energy at any moment, Virgo. Did you know that you have that power to do that? You can shift the energy at any moment, at any given moment. And allowing yourself to do that is really, it's a big deal. Shifting it into a positive and letting go of the negative aspects of it. Because we can become such realists that sometimes we don't realize that realism moved into pessimism 2 months ago, but we're just acting like we're just being real about it. No, I'm just being real about it. But you're actually bitter and angry too, which is a very pessimistic state of mind to be in. So let's see. Let's clarify this King of Wands. Three of Cups. All right. And typically I don't do third party situations when it comes to the Three of Cups. I'll look at it as a celebration or coming together. But with the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles, it's sort of clear that there is somebody else involved here. Let's see what the 5 of Cups is. Yeah, and it had to end. See, here's the thing, Virgo, is if you're holding on to the idea that this wasn't going to end, if the 5 of Cups here and the 5 of Pentacles are because your expectations were that this wasn't going to end, and maybe you have 100% of valid reasons of why that was your expectation, right? I am not telling you that it's a good or a bad thing for you to have an expectation for a relationship to work. Most of us get into relationships with the expectation that they're going to work, right? But this is why, one of the reasons why I've decided to live with no expectations in my life anymore. I don't expect anything of any. I expect a lot for myself, coming out of myself, but I don't expect anything from anybody else because everything can change in a blink of an eye. And this Scorpio season, you might be, this Mercury retrograde might bring you back to a time, and maybe this isn't a present situation. Maybe this is an old thing from your past that's coming back to you but the reason why it's coming back to you is so you can finally move forward. I almost wanted to curse there. I almost wanted to be like, F this and F that. Like, this is so you can relive how you truly felt in that situation so you don't ever do it again, or you don't ever put yourself in that situation again. It's painful. Yes, I get it. It's painful. And it's not fun to relive things like that. And it's also not fun to expect yourself to feel better about a situation that was that treated you so poorly. Well, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Like, the bitterness and the anger is just gonna eat you up. If I can forgive somebody who did me wrong, you can too. Right? I feel like this person has possibly made you, they made you feel like you weren't good enough. And I think that telling yourself that has been, see, we've got the Eight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. And what do we always say? It would not be a Virgo reading if the Eight of Swords or the Nine of Swords didn't show up. I mean, is it even really a Virgo reading if the Eight of Swords? Seriously. But that Eight of Swords on the Five of Pentacles is like, why are you reliving it? And I think the reason why you're reliving it is to show you how far you've come. This could possibly be something from even the Mercury retrograde that we had a year ago in Scorpio when Venus was also retrograde at the same time, which doesn't happen often. In the same sign, the same season. Doesn't happen often. But the Eight of Swords on that Five of Pentacles, you're having to revisit how it felt. And the reason why is because it's time for you to start giving your energy to something more positive. If you're having a hard time allowing yourself to move forward, I'm just going to highly recommend, and I know somebody got really mad that I did this last time, but I'm going to recommend this self-alignment workshop because it really helps to realign you to your path, your journey, and make you feel good. It helps you to feel good, right, about where you're going. And no, I didn't talk about that in the first 3 readings that I did because I just decided to make it available again today. So, 10 of Cups. Let's see what this is. Let's see what this 10 of Cups moment. Yeah. The rebuilding. Look at how far you've come, Virgo. Look at how far you've come. The Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Swords on the 10 of Cups. So the reason why this is either, and if you're not reliving it, then it's happening right now. The reason why this had to end with the fire sign. Maybe it was a Scorpio. But the reason why is so that you can rebuild into a bigger and better existence. So you can ease your mind and allow yourself to be happier. You see? Because sitting in that Five of Cups and sitting in that Five of Pentacles isn't going to do us any good at all. And if you need a day or two to sit within this, okay. If you need to do that, then do that. If that needs to be you for a couple of days and you can just wallow in the hurt and the pain, do it. But then get up. See? Chariot wants you to get up too. The Chariot on the Wheel of Fortune. I don't know how much destiny you can get out of 2 cards, but that's a lot of destiny right there. Your journey is not about where you've been. Your journey is about where you're going and where you're headed and how far you've come from where you've been, right? So, and both of these cards are about divine timing. You can shift the energy into something positive, but after you shift the energy and you set your intention, let it go. Because that's when the universe can come in and do its magic, which is what we ultimately need and want. When everybody's like, well, where is God? Where is source energy when I need them? And I'm like, around you, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. You're just not paying attention. So, Six of Pentacles. Let's see. Thank you. I love when the cards work with me. All right. Ace of Cups on the Six of Pentacles. Your growth, your love, the love for yourself. When you really start giving back to yourself and you really start paying attention to your needs and you focus on your journey, I mean, literally your destiny is calling you in November. And in order for you to get this destiny, you have to put the past away. Because there's nothing that can be done. It's over. It happened. And you can't change what's already happened. What you can change is from today on. And the more present you get, and the more you allow yourself to see things in a bigger and brighter and better picture, and you rebuild from the ground up, the more this destiny is going to show itself. And Mercury retrograde is not a time to shrink back and pretend that nothing, that you can't do anything about it anyway, so I might as well just sit here and wait, right? It's about creating healthy boundaries for yourself. If you need some time away, take some time away. It's about reassessing where you've been, and that way you can know where you're going. There will be things that come up for you, but this is a time for your intuition to be huge. And so don't let your ego get in the way. Don't let your ego be like, oh, we don't have time. We don't have time to meditate. We don't have time. You know, I have to rush. I don't have time to take care of myself. I don't have time to meditate. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do that. Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands, Three of Wands, Ace of Swords, King of Cups. I feel like the one thing I do want you to be tight-lipped on right now are the plans that you're making. I feel like you need to protect Seven of Wands and Three of Wands. The Seven of Wands is about having boundaries. It's about defending what's yours. And the Three of Wands is about going out and being ready to go out into the future and to see the things and all of that stuff. And I don't want you, one of the ways that we can keep ourselves safe is protecting our dreams, protecting our desires. That's one of the things that I teach in the self-alignment course, by the way. How to do that. Or why, right? Not everybody needs to know everything right now. Because I feel like you're making plans, right? And you may even be having a conversation with the water sign about these plans. You're definitely planting seeds. And you are, building yourself up for bigger gains, right? Seven of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Strength, and we also have the Queen of Pentacles here too. This will be a really good time to plant some seeds of intention. Things that you really want to see come to fruition in the new year. Remember, we have like 2 months or like a month and 3/4 of a month before we get to the first eclipse in Capricorn. And that's going to be a really interesting time to set big intentions as well. So allowing yourself to plant the seeds now for the things that you want to see in the new year is an excellent idea. Instead of focusing on the things that you can't change because it's over, Virgo, it's done, it's happened. No more. Hasta la vista. We're done. Okay. We are forward moving, and we're moving so fast that nobody's going to be able to catch us, basically, right? Chariot. You could be, again, dealing with a Scorpio or a Cancer too with that. Protect your desires, but plant your seeds. And watch your words, because it will be in your third house of communication. And sometimes we can be a little bit nasty with our words when we're in retrograde. I know I've been there. Totally guilty for that. But I love you guys. And if you do need a reading, I'm doing the 6-month forecasts, so you can get January through June 2020. Those will not be delivered until December, but you can pre-order now, or you can not pre-order, but you can get it now. I think I only have like 13 of those left. 13 or 14 spots left. I don't really remember right off the top of my head. And I do have some regular 30-minute readings if you just need to get a personal reading. Those are going to be limited throughout the holidays, but I will keep like 1 or 2 options open each week. So I love you guys. I am around. So if you need a reading, get a reading from me. And email me with any questions. I will talk to you guys soon. Have a wonderful November. Bye.